Yes, and hello YouTube. This is my very first official video that I'm going to make for the end of 2018. My name is Philip Mills. In the later part of my other clips, video parts, or anything that I say in this video, you'll probably get to know my full name and a deep part of my story, provided you actually care to hear it. But the main message I want to start off with here, this video is not about me. I personally have seen too much of that kind of focus in the media, in personal life, and the true stories aren't just about one person. They're about everybody and what they've been through in their life. And I don't think YouTube has yet met somebody to do something like what I'm going to try to do. Basically, I just want to start a interview bio movement. Your stories count, your lives matter, your stories matter. Maybe not the most deepest, most private things can you tell on YouTube, but the stories of the things that you've been through, the things that you've encountered, and the lives that you've dealt with, whether they've been a friend of yours, a loved one, or your own, whether it's been somebody who you've heard a story about, or something's touched you out there, it matters. It has affected you in some way. Whether it's affected you, or you've done something to affect another, or you've done something good. Apart from my NRA short, don't even worry about that. You can be an NRA person that supports the NRA, but doesn't go all the way with the crazy madness that they spew out. I don't care if people in the NRA may think I'm a little bit biased or maybe not fully right enough to wear this shirt, or those who don't support this think that I'm wrong for wearing this. This is an example. Don't judge somebody until you get to know them. And truthfully and wholeheartedly, this is mainly just for Second Amendment rights. I don't stand by anything of what those who are in the NRA and what they say, and media spokespeople and the main spokespeople that speak for it. I don't believe in that stuff. I don't believe in anything that they spew out unless it has something to do with protecting someone's right to carry and the freedom as an American to do what they must. And the main part of this is going to be about you, the YouTube viewer, wherever you come from, in your personal life and what you've been through. From what I noticed, just looking at the typical search on Google, at the end of every year, there's always something that's searched, whether it's the most saddest moments, happiest moments. It's always some kind of remembrance. And I think this is a little sad that we as humans rely on interface technology, and that's what this video is going to be about. We rely on it so much, we lose faith in ourselves. We stop to really think for ourselves and do for ourselves. And I think we all know this. Whether you're from a third world country, you're from America, you're in the top 1%, you're a wealthy star, you're somebody famous in the news, we all are human beings. And whether or not I may have the right of this First Amendment, belief to speak what I want and say what I want, what I'm going to try to say is, I want to inspire people to do something a little different. Instead of thinking back on the sadness, let's think on the good things that we've actually achieved. And this is all coming off the top of my head. So when I say achieve, I mean things that you've done in your life, memories you've made, and possibly just maybe the dreams that you hope to achieve. Ignore this hat, it's just covering up this puffiness. So I'm just going to leave that on. And I do like skaters, even though I can't skate. So shout out to the skaters. All I'm going to say is, this video, apart from me not having a professional camera crew or film or cast or director and my rough cut summary here, I'm just going to read this off and I'm going to try to cut out some of the unnecessary parts. Basically, the music that I will play in the background is not my own. It's owned by copyrighted artists, those of which who I support are local artists, and those of whom who are trying to make it in the big world of Capitol Records and just generally somewhere to become famous and spread a message of hope. In my first-hand belief, in all my life, I've never heard artists that have tried to speak in using hip-hop or cultural music that actually speaks of changing the world with humanitarian values and good purpose messages to those who are suffering, whether they be from a different race, ethnicity, gender, sexual identity, whatever it may come down to. It really does matter to the human heart and the human message that we use cell phones, we use the internet, we use smart tablets, we use everything to interface and interconnect to make our lives easier. But we never really slow down and stop and think, where is our humanity? Where is our normal connection? And what I'm trying to say is having the freedom to feel that trust, to have that connection inside. From what I found out, 2018, and you can look this up yourself, the most commonly thing that was looked up on Google is the term, what is good? What is a good friend? What are good times? What are good people? What are good teachers? The phrase good was used a lot. And if you really think about that, that's a kind of nostalgic, basic term. And it just means that people are really just hoping to find anything that means something that's positive and that's good. And that's what I want to bring in this video at the end of 2018, even if my video may take a while to get up there and gain popularity. Main thing, first come first, we're going to leave it at this. I'm going to go ahead and read this message, and hopefully you guys will stay true to listening the rest of what I have to say. And here is a notification on my phone that doesn't really matter, because unlike some people, I don't have a horde of people texting me that care that much, that are obsessed over every minute of my life. I'm an adult, I live my life like everybody else, but I've learned to just not get obsessed with phones, because family and friends know that I'm there for them and I care about them, even if I'm not the most perfect in every way. So first thing first, I want to start playing music that does relate to changing the world, bringing hope and peace and humanity, and maybe even something that may affect you where you've never thought of this. And I'm going to go ahead and sponsor these guys, Kobe and Awu, my favorite artists who are going way back to 2010, 2011, 2012, back when I was going through my own personal life. I didn't even have their music to get me going. They speak about humanitarian values, anti-politics, belief in good humanity, good charity, good faith, a lot of deep parts about saving the environment, all that green-loving, tree-hugging, good faith. There's no need to talk about animals with what they sing about, because what they're talking about is basically humans cleaning up their BS and just getting cleaned up. Just being human, being real, staying connected. Personally, my dog, he's down here on the bed sleeping, and I got a lot of work to do with him. He's like a child with his breed. He is a sincerely hard case, but I refuse to give up because I love my dog. He's only 2 years old, just coming onto it. As a matter of fact, I think he just turned it. Yeah, he did. He just turned it. We're born the same month, about 12 years apart from each other. Rough estimate, it's about 12 years, I think, difference. But the main point is, actually, you know what? Let me do the math because I feel really bad right now. And here I am using a phone. This is shameful. Oh my God. What's wrong with me? Oh my God, I'm using a phone. This is terrible. Main point, apart from all this, yeah, I think I'm right about this, okay, because I was an 89 baby, and he's a 2016 baby. So there we go. I'm already embarrassing myself because I'm telling you the dates and times, and you guys have probably already calculated it. 1989 minus 2016. Ooh, God, I'm way off. 27 years difference, but we're literally like the twins. Okay, we're like twins. So this is a raw cut video. And just in case you're wondering about my dog, he's right here. He's sleeping peacefully on the bed. He's just sleeping. Orion, you're on YouTube. Yeah, you sleeping? Sleeping, buddy? Okay, you go back to sleep. I'm gonna get to these people. Yeah, you're a good boy. Yes, good boy. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Yeah. Okay. All right. Anyway, yeah, he'll go back to sleep. So main thing is Kobe and Awu playing the song that I like and I think is the best for people right now. It's called Change the World. And I'm going to kind of talk while their music kind of overtakes it. They have every right to this song. They are an amazing artist group. I know them on Facebook. I've talked to them one time. Forgive my idiocy with using smartphones. I am not perfect. Heavens, Lord, no. Math is not my strong suit. I'm sure a lot of people can agree. But this message, it goes out to every single person of the human race. I personally would have never felt this way until I heard their music. They inspired me to want to feel this way because I started to feel like humanity was going down in a dark place. A lot of people are trying to reach out and find that hope. I'm trying to myself give a little bit of my wisdom and my human intellect to spread back that hope to those who may find value in what I have to say and parts of my story, which I'll get into much, much later. There's no reason for me to make a long video about my personal life, but what this basic message will be in this music will be to portray a little bit of hope and prosperity for 2018. Please, you guys, search Kobe and Awu, get into their music, and if you don't like it, for Pete's sake, inspire more artists to do what they're doing. They are trying to take everything that most artists don't try to do off of money value, and they're trying to actually sing to the heart of the human being and the entity of what it means to be human, just the human being on the average level. So here we go with Change the World with Kobe and Awu. Okay, so I'm going to let them kind of take it off from here, and then I'm just going to... Alright, so here we go. Okay. Hello, everyone who may come across this video. My name is Philip E. Mills, and this is my first video I've ever made. In this video, I hope to make a first start in dating social human-to-human reconnection. Not dating like dating site, just dating like being friends, connected, being real. With as many people or as many as I can. I hope to reach at least one, maybe even just a few. And as I said in here when I started off writing this, 100. Maybe I can get to 1,000. But if it can get larger than that, that's awesome, because it's about you guys out there, okay? You guys. It's all about humanity and social connection to other humans. And this is about seeking to inspire a movement. It's not about me. I want to try to stress this, even though some clips that I will talk about will be about me. This is about giving back to you guys out there who have been through your own life and haven't had the voice to speak, haven't had the power to feel. Take it from these guys. They're a little old now, but their music has been so underrated. I don't even know how many people know of this group, but they have a good message here for kids, adults, generations to come. Anyone who is still living in hate and discrimination, they're going to unfortunately perish in that old world, because that's the way they want to live, and let them be as they are. People that are about the future and want this peace and this love, people that actually care about the connection of human society and bringing this world together, strengthening our country, strengthening our society, those are the people that are going to make a difference. Now, as for this, with a mere will and power from my voice, me being this one man, I'm hoping my story can spread, and what I'm about to do to show that it's more than just about me. Okay, this is a sincere, soul-bound, old drive within, carrying up the younger inner boy inside of me that's been basically shut away for many, 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 many years. Let's just say between timid shyness and unconditional selflessness, it's finally come to a limit. The soul overpowered the heart like a basin filling up with too much weight. The heart as the filter, and first felt lifelong interactions. Let's just say it was memories. That's deeper. And that is whereby to hope to reach. In my message, I hope to find a connection with every single human being I can, or one more spectacular person that just might feel just like me. Covered up here through my message and my voice, I say to all who view videos here, search, find, and still value in such human connection. Still, after all, we are human. And I know I'm sometimes looking up and down, my bad. Every single human being of this earth, any one of you in this world who views videos on YouTube, TVs, smartphones, handheld tablets, computers, laptops, etc. This applies to you. I stand here proudly at the age of 29 to reach out to the views of expressed feelings and emotions with my backstory, my options, I was going to say opinions, oh my god, to find common ground. What I truly hope to find is human relations, compassion, and alike compatible viewers. Quite simply, true human people. The outcome, to find friends and anyone who'd find value. Even something that gives feeling of interest in being friends, or perhaps a deeper connection within the mind, heart, soul, or all three. May this video give back, heal, calm, and restore hope, value, and morals. My voice I speak to give wisdom and mentor back to humanity. I understand some who view her on YouTube, young and old, you do this to escape from the daily life. It's to find a connection out of that norms of life. That which technology and machines that we use every day, ease, convenience, lifestyles, and even right down to the human-to-human social connection, boredom, intellect, enlightenment, entertainment, these are all things that we all seek out to find educational videos or helpful things or inspiration out there on the web. Sometimes we may let it take us whole and consume us. And yeah, And then going to the next one, about this part, going green, even though we can only do so much as going green. This is more like a message of environmentalness. And I'm going to go on with this next part here, even though, once again, Kobe Awu, go green, or green, go green. That's what they said. Green, go green. Okay, so This has really nothing in relation to what I'm about to say, but it's an international cry out to the world. And I think this message should have been honestly cared about, honestly, because this earth it's in trouble. And we as humans, we are the only beings on this planet, the only empowered creatures. Call us all entitled to do this, to care. Now, what I'm going to try to get into to sum this up in the last, let's say, 10 minutes is nail it on the dime. Okay. Now, on the deeper part of my message here, I know that a lot of us search that through human connection. The entertainment, the boredom, the intellect, the enlightenment, not entitlement. It's all about getting out of the norms of life. Whether you work at a job that kills you every day, or you work at a job that you love. It doesn't matter if you don't have a job and you're just trying to be somebody. Be free. Get out there. Be something. Give your potential. Bring your mind to light. Suppressed by this technology, often we tend to be struggling in what we already read from other people, what we're given. And what I'm going to try to say, even though none of that's written in here, is that it's true. I know we all search to find oneself in ourselves. To find yourself, it's to find oneself. And to find a difference in the world, it comes down with express things that may share laughs and jokes, education, informal information that helps relieve stress and worries or woes of one's daily life, or even from their struggles of their place of origin, home living, or a strange wandering temporary living place. That's right, even people who don't even have a home. I'm talking to you. Wandering around, walking for miles, hundreds of miles, touring city to city, leaving without any home to call home. I'm talking to you. And this is about you, and your inspiration, and your change to this earth, and your effect on the human race. To keep giving what you give every day. Don't stop. Just don't stop. And this part here, trying to sum some of this, I speak on behalf of not just the American people, but people who live in countries all over the world, okay, where they don't even have access to much, barely can afford phones, tablets, internet access. They can't even afford barely getting food, okay? Like, I'm not even going to say cell phones and tablets. That's ridiculous. Food, common water, common clothes to even put on their back, okay? Common utensils to eat their own food with if you even get lucky enough to get it. All right, the clothes to the very core, to even take a shower, okay, that access, to even have clean water to drink from. I'm talking to those people out there, not just people in America. There's people of all different races, all different ethnicities. There are people from all over this world, and they come from so many different backgrounds. They make up this entity of the human race that is often kept silent. They don't get their voices spoken and get out there. And what I'm going to say is my hope of what I want to accomplish is with this video to give viewers all throughout the world who have access to this video a deep, meaningful, positive, enlightening inspiration, wisdom, and broadened mind. And it is in my hope I may reach out and touch someone who may find me a friend, and if not someone that may find me within a relationship, a friendship, and find value or values. And we're going to pause that now. We're going to kind of go off of that, and I'm going to skip through and go to a playlist where there's some other songs that might go with this as I'm wrapping this up. Forgive me, I'm not really professional at this. We're going to sing we're going to go to the song We Want Peace by Emmanuel Ja. Okay. Pretty sure he comes from the heart of Africa. I don't really know his backstory, but this man, he sung this a long time ago. Way long time ago. And that's true. We send lots of people to the moon, billions of dollars in NASA. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but we could. Okay, so the reason why I'm going to say this part right here is I expect a lot of negativity from this video, and the reason why I say that is because people are just that evil. Some people are just that sinister. Sometimes they're that cold. That's cool. I'm a blunt, honest person. I can take the hate. I have been through a lot of hate in my life. but I'm here to give back love, okay? I'm here to give back hope and humanity, that belief that technology could be used for something more than just some idiot video of somebody running around doing some stupid stunts in their backyard, doing some dumb, stupid things to hurt themselves. There is more value to YouTube and the message of the human voice and the freedom as a human being on this earth with the American right to speak, to say that we can all have our loves and our passions. I didn't even come from the South, and I love the South. I integrated from where I came from and fell in love with the South, even if not I know I said I'd wrap this up in 25 minutes. We're gonna go with good old Keep Changing the World by Mike's Chair and Lecrae, I believe. So this goes out to the ethnicity to show difference, that it doesn't matter your ethnicity, your color, your race, your sex, your gender. It doesn't even matter the animal you are. It just matters you have a voice and you can speak. And this means I would be speaking to all living creatures. It's a wonder why dogs and cats and other animals can't speak our language, but they do speak to us. Every animal does. We just have to learn to listen. That's what love comes with. It's that deeper understanding. Taking the time and the patience, which is what usually cell phones and technology usually take away from you, is that patience, that love. So I want you to look at your family tonight, look at your friends, look at your loved ones, look at your best friends, look at your lovers, look at your partners, look at your mothers, your brothers, your sisters, your cousins, your aunts, your uncles, your nephews, your nieces, every inherited person you know that lives on this earth. And I want you to really think deep down what you've been through, what they've been through. Share those connections, come together. Don't give up, and believe that even from this year and going forward, there is so much more to this life. There's so much more to your life, and you can give back every day through basic human connection. And from what I want to say, I personally hate the lifestyle of somebody who thinks they're privileged. I can't stand people like that. They don't have any appreciation for the basic simplicities of basic people who just want to be human again. Others who have lost that connection, or those who have come so greedy with money, wealth, or power, they've lost the respect of what human life is. So what I'm going to say here is, my sole purpose, whether or not anybody cares, is to just give back. And give back to all people, not just American people. I do want to give back to the American people because they are the people I live with. I'm going to do that until the day I die. That's a true statement from me. And I hope that reaches out to you in your country. And what I will do is give a third-person story of what I've been through in my life. And I hope it truly inspires and gives some hope. And I want to give you the actual visual feeling of what it was like to be in my life without disclosing too much personal information or too much depth. Just enough to give you that inner connection of what's like to have been in my life and my body, my mind, and hope it inspires you to do the same. And the best thing I can say is I've got plenty of imperfections, and I feel like what I'm about to do is going to do more good than harm. Because, I mean, looking at what's been going on all around the world, it's proof that we need more inspirational voice speakers to speak up and say something. And I broke the 25-minute marker. But I'm very hoping that I will start a movement and start a bio of interviews. And every person on the earth, I hope to seek and find friendship, love, and even happiness, and give that back. I thank you for watching this, and I hope I've done something good. Okay? Hats off. Signing out, Philip Mills.